Why economics has been fruitful for strategy. What is the role of economics in strategy? This is the article by Fiona Scott Morton, professor at economics at Yale University. And the key learnings for me were there is no one thing called as the best strategy, or there is no such thing as one strategy, one cookie cutter strategy that works for all companies. Every company has its own unique position in which they have certain advantages, certain key resources, certain benefits that no other company has. Everyone has a different disposition. And so it may be very hard to say, hey, for this company, it makes sense, so it should make sense for every other company. No, because everyone is unique. Every company has a unique set of advantages and disadvantages. A simple thing that came to my mind was, why did not Apple buy Tesla in like 2018 or 2019, right? So that was something that always kept bothering me. But then there's lots of questions like these that we may say, hey, if Microsoft acquired LinkedIn, it was such a great deal. Why would Apple not acquire companies like, let's say, Salesforce is acquiring more and more companies? Why is it working fine for one company and that same strategy is not working fine for other companies? Because that's the key understanding, which is it is very different. Every company has different advantages, different DNA, different structures, different value propositions that they come through, that they inherit. And so based on that, they're predispositioned to do certain things differently. Like for example, Apple, even my guess is that if they would have, acquired Tesla few years back, it would still have not worked as the success of Tesla may with Elon Musk and maybe the Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, maybe they would not work closely together. So I think that it's very hard to say if if it works for here in this company, it should work in other companies. So that was the key learning, which is it has to be unique. And economics helps us, microeconomics and macroeconomics helps us with understanding key principles as to how these scarce resources that we have are being allocated. And there are core concepts and principles that hold across companies and across time. And so that I think is something that is reusable, but the exact specific strategy for one company may not work for the other company because there are different fundamentals. And economics also is the underlining for economics is all profits, right? How do you maximize profits, right? And so knowing these principles is helpful because it increases our knowledge. When we have increased our knowledge of these concepts in economics, and these are the concepts like equilibrium, we can predict and put ourselves in the other person's shoes and use game theory that we've seen in the previous videos, how certain companies and certain rational actors would behave. Then there's this concept of competition, concentration with various types of monopoly, oligopoly, and all of those concepts, pricing, predator pricing, how you match your competition on price or you blow them out the water, how you do complementary goods and packaging and cross-selling, how you do that, what is the impact on barriers, right? Like sunk cost as a barrier. So that could be, if you understand barriers, now you understand sunk cost as potentially a barrier for a company. And there are incentives, right? Like what are the incentives that drive certain demands, certain suppliers to build certain things, and inefficiencies, the concept of inefficiencies which drive towards vertical integration as a strategy. So each of these concepts, once we understand economics, we can then start to use these concepts to apply it in the right place at the right time, right? So and there may be a different combination of each of these that may be helpful for us. And so that's where this article was very, very interesting and useful to realize two things. One, that increasing our understanding of economics concepts help us build the right strategy that applies best for us, and that there is no such thing as one strategy, the best strategy that works for everyone. So those were the two key learnings from this article. Fantastic article. Thanks.